Hello everyone, welcome back sa ating channel, and for today's video, another concept about community health nursing po ang ating pag-uusapan. This is once again Joel Cruz Pascua, a nursing lecturer, and I would like to thank everyone for always supporting my channel, lalo na sa mga estudyante ko. And if you're not yet a subscriber and you are watching right now, please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, comment na rin for suggestions and any comments in general, and of course, share this video to your friends. As you can see guys, sunod-sunod po na community health nursing ang aking dinidiscuss because this is actually my major. So ito po yung pinakagamay akong concept in terms of your nursing profession. Now, still part of the community health nursing process, okay, is I am going to discuss a part of the community health nursing process, which is the prioritization of community health problems. This is basically part po of the planning phase of the community health nursing process after we have identified the community health problems in the community. So I did discuss a prioritization concepts last year, if I'm not mistaken, but that is more on the prioritization of family nursing problem. So basically, ang focus natin doon is mag-identify tayo ng problema sa first two level of clientele, which is the individual and family. Then after that, we will try to prioritize kung anong problema ang ating ipa-prioritize. Kung maalala nyo at napanood nyo yung video guys, yung nature of the problem natin doon is the wellness condition, health threat, health deficit, and foreseeable crisis. So ngayon naman po, this is yung counterpart nyo naman sa higher level, okay, of clientele, which is the group and community as a whole, because we will try to identify now the priority problem under or on under the community health nursing process based on the identified community health needs, okay, or problems of the community. Now, let's just have a quick overview, okay, of the process here for the fundamental practice of community health nursing, which is the community health nursing process. Of course, the first part is your assessment. We will try to collect data from a secondary and primary sources. Okay, then after that, after collecting the data, we are going to collate the data, categorize them, group them together in order for us to have an idea kung ano yung mga data na pwede nating pagsama-samahin or i-categorize into one problem. Then after that, we will present the data. Yes, you heard it right. We will need to present it first doon sa community. Why? Our primary goal is to enhance their capability, meaning that we need to involve them in every decision-making na kailangan gawin natin sa community. That is why we need to present the data so that together with the community, we are going to analyze the data that we have collected. Then after that, proceed tayo dun sa diagnosis part, which is the community health nursing problems. Ika-categorize natin the identified community health problems into the nature of the problem in the community as the following: the health status problem, health resource problem, and the health-related problems. Kung kayo po ay nanood nung last upload kong video, actually diniscuss ko siya, but if you're not able to watch it yet, kindly check nyo yung aking channel. Mapapanood nyo po yung buong discussion on how to identify health status, health resource, and health-related factor problems. Okay? Then from this, we will try to make use the types of community needs assessment. Okay, it can either be number one, your familiarization assessment. So basically, itong familiarization assessment is also known as your windshield assessment. Windshield assessment, why? Because we go to the community, just roam around with the community and familiarize ourselves. That is what we call as your familiarization assessment. So, kung susumayin natin, ito po yung tinatawag nating spot mapping. Okay? Another one is the problem-oriented assessment. Ang assessment naman na ito, focus siya sa mga problema or existing problems in the community. For example, mataas na number ng may hypertension, mataas na number ng walang trabaho, mataas na number ng nadadayariya. Those are problem-oriented assessment. Another one is community subsystem assessment. This is based naman kung gusto mong pag-aralan ang specific sector of the society. For example, gusto mong aralin yung religious culture, okay, or the ethnicity of the community. So that is what we call as your community subsystem assessment. Comprehensive naman po, regardless of the information, regardless of the needs that you want to assess. If you want to assess the community in general, ang gagamitin natin is comprehensive assessment. And the last one, if we are going to focus on the strength available in the community. For example, nakikita mo yung camaraderie, majority of the houses has backyard garden. Those are examples of asset assessment. So those are the community needs assessment types. Then after that, we will be going to the planning phase. So after the diagnosis, okay, part of the planning is to identify the criteria, okay, to prioritize the problem. So the criteria includes your nature of the problem, magnitude, modifiability, preventive potential, and social concern. If we will relate this, guys, sa family nursing care plan, meron ding criteria doon under the prioritization. 4 po yun. Okay? So, ang wala lang po doon is the magnitude of the problem. Okay? At yung social concern, ang ginamit pong term doon sa family nursing care plan, instead of social concern, ang ginamit po is salience. Pero halos parehas po sila ng ibig sabihin. And we will go into that later on. Let's start with this criteria. Number 1 is the nature of the problem. This is the first criteria wherein we're going to identify the nature of the problem. If the problem is classified as health status, health resource, or health-related factors. And as you can see in the screen right now, there are corresponding scores to each type of this problem. Kapag health status, yan yung priority problem natin, 3. Health resource is 2. Health-related factors is 1. And the total weight is 1 for this particular criteria. So, kasi magko-compute po tayo dito mamaya, guys. And I'm going to show you an example computation. Another criteria is the magnitude of the problem. So, the magnitude of the problem is the severity of the problem, which can be measured in terms of the proportion of the population affected by the problem. For example, if the community has a total of 1,000 population at ang nagka-COVID-19 is 200. So basically, 20% ng population ay affected. Okay? Bakit kailangan nating malaman yon? Because in the magnitude of the problem, we will try to score, okay, this criteria based on how many percent of the population is affected. So pag less than 25, ang score natin is 1, 25 to 49 is 2, 50 to 74 is 3, and 75 to 100 is 4. And the total weight or the actual weight for this criteria is 3. Okay? 3. Now, let's go to the third criteria, guys. Modifiability of the problem. Modifiability of the problem refers to the ability of reducing, controlling, or eradicating the problem. Okay? And the modifiability of the condition that affects the factors that affects the modifiability of the condition are the following: the current knowledge, technology, intervention, resources of the family, resources of the nurse, and the resources of the community. So basically, kapag may isa dito, kapag lahat yan na-achieve mo, then highly modifiable siya. Pero pag may isa dyan is hindi available, then ika-classify mo siya as moderately modifiable. Pag more than 2 na, okay, more than 2, yung hindi available, that is low modifiable, and not modifiable naman po kung walang factor na available sa community. And this particular criteria has the highest score. That is why this is the most, okay, important criteria. Okay? Kasi nga naman, kung hindi mo kung in the first place, kung hindi na pwedeng baguhin yung condition, like for example, pag sakit yan, namamana, ano pa magagawa natin? Okay? Wala tayong magagawa para baguhin yun. Okay? That's why binigyan siya ng mataas na score, because the modifiability of the problem determines kung maaalis ba natin yung problema or mababago natin. So among all the criteria, even in the family nursing care plan and in your community health nursing care plan, ang priority criteria po natin is the modifiability of the problem. Another criteria is the preventive potential. Preventive potential is the nature and magnitude of future problems that can be minimized or totally prevented if intervention is done on the condition of the problem under consideration. So basically, what if wala pa? Maiiwasan ba siya? And this will be based on several factors: the gravity of the problem or the severity, duration of the problem, current management, exposure of any vulnerable high-risk group. So these are the factors that we need to consider in scoring your preventive potential factors. So scoring naman natin dito is high, moderate, low with 3, 2, 1 scores respectively. But the actual weight for this particular criteria is just 1. And the last criteria is social concern. Social concern is basically the perception of the population or the community as they are affected by the problem and their readiness to act on the problem. So basically, tinatanong lang dito kung aware ba yung community dun sa existence ng problema at kung aware sila, gusto ba nila itong solusyonan agad or sa tingin ba nila kailangang solusyonan agad. So halos kaparehas po sila nung definition ng salience sa family nursing care plan, only that salience is focused more on the family nursing problem while social concern is more on the community problem. So ang score po natin dito is 0, 1, 2, 0 kapag not a community concern, 1 naman po kung recognize the problem but not needing urgent attention, at 2 naman po ang score which is urgent community concern wherein the community express readiness to act on the problem. The weight for this one is also 1. So let me just recall that. Nature of the problem, actual weight natin is 1, magnitude 3, modifiability is 4, 1 for both preventive and social concern criteria. So we already know the criteria that we have, okay, in prioritizing problems in the community. Ngayon, punta tayo with examples. So for example, upon assessing the community, these are the identified community health problems. So increased COVID-19 cases, the lack of health manpower, and vaccine hesitancy. So these are examples. Your increased COVID-19 is an example of a health status problem. Lack of health manpower is an example of a health resource, and health-related problems naman po, health-related factors problem naman po, ang vaccine hesitancy. For example, gagawa natin ng score ang COVID-19 case. Ganun lang po. So, number 1, ika-categorize natin yung problem. So, basically, ang COVID-19 case increase is a nature of the problem na health status. So, ang score nun is 3 divided by the highest score on that particular criteria times the actual weight. So, ang score natin dito is what? Then, justify mo na lang. Justification natin dito because the problem is an actual condition that affects the community's health status. So, for the magnitude, ganun din. For example, ang score natin sa magnitude is less than 20%. Okay, 25% ang affected. So, 1 divided by 4, which is the highest score, times 3, which is the weight. So, that would give us an answer of 0.75. For example, the modifiability is just low. Okay, so 2 over 4 po yun, times 4, then the actual score is 2. Then preventive potential, for example, partially or moderately preventable lang siya. So 2 over 3 siya times 1. Then the score is 0.67. Then 2 over 2 naman, kung sa tingin nila urgent yon, na-recognize nila yung problema, that would give us a total score of 1. Then justify your answers na lang po based on the factors provided, lalo na po sa modifiability and preventive potential. Then you're just going to get the total score. Okay, get the total score. Then you're going to repeat the same process sa lahat ng identified community health problems, and whichever problem has the highest score will be the problem that needs to be created with the goal, the objectives, and of course the interventions necessary to address the condition. Okay, so that is basically the example of your computation for the prioritization of community health nursing problems. So I hope that is clear with you guys. If you do have any questions, again, don't forget to please comment it down sa ating comment section. Huwag kakalimutang mag-subscribe, hit the like button, and share this video to your friends. Once again, thank you very much for watching my videos. See you on my next video. Bye for now.